Hello friends, welcome to Game It Up. My name is Dave, and last week we did a video where we read out our predictions for what Nintendo will bring in 2024. And I asked you guys to comment in the video down below and on the community post, and I've got some comments in from you guys with your awesome predictions. So now we're going to be reading out your predictions. Oh, hello Tom Panda. What would you like? You'd like me to read out your predictions? Well, have you commented on the posts? You don't have a phone? Well, okay, well, never mind. If I give you this book, write them down in there, and then I can read them out at the end of the video, can't I? What now? Are we just ripping off Sooty? Well, no, because we're acknowledging Sooty, so it's officially an homage, not a rip-off, okay? Now go away. Right, so let's read out your predictions. Fatman and Pop says, considering F-Zero 99 is still popular after its launch, it may be a sign that Nintendo checked the data on that, where they could announce a new installment or a remake to GX for their new system. And you know me, I've been wanting an F-Zero GX remake for a long time, and I really hope that comes true, Fatman and Pop. I know you hope so as well. CC Who says, my hopes, more than predictions really, is that we see the new console, but also a remake of some Fire Emblem games. Fire Emblem Engage was such a disappointment to me, and I would like to see some fan favourites brought back so I can enjoy the franchise again. That is a good point there. So I said in my video last week, I do think we'll see the new system this year. Whether it comes out or not, I think we will at least see it. And I'm sorry to hear Fire Emblem Engage didn't appeal to you. I've never actually played that one. I do like the Fire Emblem games I have played, but yeah, it would be nice to see the GameCube one, there was one on the Wii with the ones with Iken. It would be nice to see them get an HD remake. My Gaming Channel 64 says, a Mario sports game, baseball. Next console reveal will release in full. Either a port of Returns or a new 2D or 3D Donkey Kong game with the return of K. Rool. Luigi's Mansion 1 being ported, original or remake, and an announcement for Luigi's Mansion 4 for 2025. So to go through them, I mean, I don't know, I didn't really predict a Mario sports game this year, but baseball seems to be the one remaining one they haven't released yet out of the standalone ones, so that's not a bad prediction. They seem to want to bring them all to Switch, don't they? Next console reveal, yes, we've already gone through that. I mean, I would love to see a new Donkey Kong game, and whether it's a report of Returns, I don't know if I'd want to see that. I'd have liked to have seen that as a pack with Tropical Freeze, but I can't see them doing a port of Returns, maybe packaged in with something else, but I can't really think what else they package it in with. Maybe a remake of Donkey Kong 64, who knows? Luigi's Mansion 1 being ported, original remake, yes. I hope Luigi's Mansion 2 HD will come packaged with Luigi's Mansion 1, even if it's just one of them download code nonsense things they do, but it would be nice to get all three games on there and announce a fourth one. Maybe if it was to 2025 as you're predicting, maybe it'll come to the next console and then they can really showcase their power for that one, because Luigi's Mansion is like a graphical showcase game for the GameCube, and it's amazing on the Switch as well, so who knows. One Up Level Up says, I predict that Nintendo will release games in 2024. You're welcome. Thank you very much, I think the same. Sunset Archon says, not a prediction, more of a want, but I hope they do something with the Dylan's Rolling Western series. I've been streaming the first game and plan on doing the other two as well. The sad news is I just found out the studio that made the series together with Nintendo got dissolved in May 2023. Yeah, I've never actually played a Dylan's Rolling Western game before, so maybe doing something with that series would be nice. Martin Dion 4846 says, obviously chances are we're going to see Prime 4, but I wouldn't be surprised by a darker toned Star Fox to show the performances of the new machine. Maybe a new F-Zero as well. I have a feeling they'll go with a slightly darker tone in some games. In any case, I like the fact that they take their time. I mean, I like that as well. It's nice that, it was a long, agonising wait for Tears of the Kingdom, but the result was worth it, wasn't it? But yeah, I mean, Prime 4 I talked about last week. I think it's no doubt we'll see that at least this year, because it has been like 5 years now since they said they've restarted it, so surely we'll see something of it by now. F-Zero we've obviously talked about, so I really hope we see that as well. But a darker tone Star Fox to show the performance of the new machine. Star Fox would be an interesting one to launch the Switch with, or at least launch window it with. So, I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but we'll see what happens there. But yeah, going with a darker tone for some of their games, I mean, it could be a sign to bring back something like Eternal Darkness or something like that if they really want to go dark, but I don't know what else they could go dark with. Maybe they'll do a gritty Mario game or something, that would be interesting. Mr. Jimothy says, a Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remaster along with Twilight Princess Wind Waker HD. That would sell a lot of copies on an aging system. And yeah, where my Star Fox at? Then Mario Odyssey 2 as Super Duper Switch launch title. I like that he called it Super Duper Switch. That'd be an interesting name for the Switch too, wouldn't it? Yeah, Mario Odyssey 2 would be great to see on the next system. I think it's too late to put it on the Switch now. Wouldn't really make sense to do that. But something that would make sense to put on the Switch, as they seem to be liking putting these ports on now, especially if Switch 2 is backwards compatible. But yeah, Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remaster, they did the first one, that was successful. I mean, it wouldn't be out of the way to have them do 2 and 3 as well. I'll be on board with that. And yet, Twilight Princess Wind Waker HD as a double pack, please, like you did with Pikmin 1 and 2. I'd love to see that. Just bring them to the Switch. Plat Review 1906 says, the Super Duper NES. Boom. Another interesting name for the console. Tom Man Centuria says, a Mario and Luigi Cruet set, a Switch 3 to confuse people, and Mushroom Kingdom branded psychedelic mushrooms exclusive to Morrison's. Well, I'm more of a Sainsbury's shopper myself, but I'll be on board with that, I suppose. Switch 3, yeah, call it the Switch 3, why not? I mean, it's a better title than the Wii U, let's be honest. And a Mario and Luigi Cruet set, I've actually looked this up and I found this on eBay, so go nuts. And Lady Swagtastic says, all the previous Gem Pokemon games released on the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance Switch Online platforms, and then they released the DS for Switch Online. So I think putting the old Pokemon games on the Game Boy Advance apps, I think that should happen. I mean, they've just put the trading cards game one, haven't they, on there? So just put the mainline ones on there. It'd be nice to see them on there, and but it's up to the Pokemon Company, really, isn't it? But will they do it? But it would add a lot of value to that thing, wouldn't it? As for DS games on there, I can't see them doing that unless the Switch 2 has some sort of dual screen functionality. But I think in the case of some DS games, if you want to see them on the Switch, maybe some sort of remake that does away with the necessity for both screens, that could happen. But I'm doubtful, but we'll see what the Switch 2 has to bring. If it's like a Switch, but it like clamshell 2 screens so you can get DS games on there, then by all means do it. It'd be awesome to see. So that's all of your predictions read out, but there is one more person that we saw at the beginning of the video, isn't there? Where are you? Thank you, Tom Panda. Let's see what Tom Panda has predicted will happen with Nintendo in 2024. So we're predicting in February they'll release a Mario vs Donkey Kong remake. Okay, in March a Princess Peach game called Princess Peach Showtime. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD in the summer. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake. These are things that have already been announced. So why do you call these predictions if we already know they're happening, eh? Oh, because then you're guaranteed to get them right. Well, we can't fault that logic, can we? Alright, see you in the next one, everyone.